Hey, welcome back to another episode of memosgarageaz. In this episode, I will be doing a new map. I will be flashing a new map on the G. So I finally got in contact with Monsef, and I told them all the new stuff that I've done, and I sent them a map, and not a map, but a log, and he said that everything looked good on the top end, but in the middle, somewhere in the middle, power band, timing and fuel wasn't, needed some adjustments. So he finally sent me that, and I'm going to be doing that today. But not only that, I'm going to be doing two other things. If you watch most of my videos, by now you've noticed that I'm mostly performance parts oriented with the G, and today I'm doing a little bit different. I'm going to do something that's not going to add any horsepower, but it's going to enhance the exterior and interior of the car. So let me show you what that is. So these are these LED strips that you can add to any car that can make your blinker look more modern to the way the cars are. Basically, pretty much any manufacturer will do something like this nowadays. That's your blinker, and that's what it looks like at night. So I have this hooked up to the parking light. These you can, if you have DRLs, you can hook these up to like basically ACC power. Anything that has power, as soon as you turn the auxiliary power on, you can hook that up to me. I don't want to be driving around with these at night during the day. I figure they'll last me longer if I only use them when I have the parking lights on. So I hooked that one up to the parking. Turn this off, the light turns off, turn everything on. So it just gives it this nice little, clean LED here. So this is what it basically is. And these, I saw a YouTube video of somebody else reviewing this, and I can put the link of where I got these. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to post a link of the person whose video I saw, but if I can, and I will. These are literally like 23, 24 bucks shipped. So not breaking the bank at all anyway. This is what it looks like. So it's a very flexible strip. It's waterproof. This is a little module, and you literally have 3 wires: power, ground, and turn signal. So I'll show you how I did it in a minute. And the other thing for the interior, this is one of those parts that I've been wanting to get for a while. A lot of people have these. They're they're not that hard to get. This is the part number, and then I'll post where I got it at. But it's a GTR push start button. Doesn't add any horsepower, but you know what? It looks nice. It looks clean inside. I just love the way the red button looks. So I'm gonna be attempting that. Hopefully it's not that hard. It looks like it's just 2 little clips here. You probably push this. You'll probably have to use some like plastic trim pieces, trim tools. But anyways, that's the second one. Let me show you how I did this first. So here's what it looks like on the car. I tried it. I tried going this way first. That didn't work out so well because the bumper didn't want to fit. This part right here was a little hard to get to come together. So I went up here instead. And then right here, I went on the back of the surface to about there. You want to bring this down a little lower because then the bumper kind of sits right over that piece. Before I had it more up here, and it kept the bumper kind of like, you know, not fit right, made it sag a little bit. So that's how you do that. Here's what it looks like when I basically just use electrical tape, and I use some zip ties to kind of hold the tape in there so it doesn't come loose. But if you look, I had to like splice the whole thing down the middle to give me more room to be able to go where I needed to go. So here's your positive, negative. Everything seems to be working. If you do buy these, you're gonna want to test it outside of the car before you start taking anything apart, because you don't want to. I've done this where you get too excited and you start taking stuff apart, and when you get to the part you're about to put in, you realize that it's broken. So what you can do is you take a 9-volt battery, you do negative, black negative, power, red cable, and that's your DRL, or your parking light, like the way I have it. So you know it works. And then this one will be your turn signal. And the way you simulate that is just by putting it on the positive, taking it off, putting it on the positive, taking it off. So you know that works. I tested both before I started, so I knew I was good to go. So I'm testing both right now. This still works, so that's what I'm doing right here. Positive to green, negative to white with the black stripe, and then this yellow one to the green with the black stripe on this guy, on the parking light blinker harness. It's much brighter when the bumper's not on, but you know, it'll look good at night. Alright, let's finish this up, put the bumper back on. So here it is, the bumper installed. GTR push start button. Okay, got it out. Let me tell you, it's a pain in the butt. So I took out the whole bottom trim, which you don't have to do. You just need to take out the plastic piece in the center. And then there's this little bracket there. Take this off. and then that should give you enough clearance to get your hand in here, and you use your fingers to push the button forward. But before you do that, you need to undo the clips. There's two clips. There's clips are like that. I don't know if you can see that. Hopefully you can. Okay, one of them you need a straight needle nose. The other one you need the one with the angle. So the second one you need one of these. The first one you need these. Once you do that, you push this forward, and then it gives you clearance. So here's the old one. And this thing has this really janky clip you gotta push right there. This one right here where my thumb is. God, I hope that's coming through. Right here where my thumb is. And that one will be at the bottom. So if you can get it from the bottom, cool. If you can't, what I did was I pushed it out far enough with those two clips undone, and gave me enough to turn this, and I just used one of those plastic trim piece tool, removing tool. I think the one I used freaking fell, of course. I used the corner of this one. The corner. Finally got it out. So, alright, time to put it in. It's working. There's your ACC on, off. So there you go. Now I'm just gonna put all this crap back together. Alright, time to program. Might have to fast forward through some of these. First I gotta do an idle. So he wants to see temperature, idle at temperature. So that should be good. Third gear 3000 to 7 full throttle. 3,000 to 7. So it should have 3 saved maps. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Alright, so let's go drive it a little bit, see how it feels. Usually those are down closer to 200, which is kind of like where they're at right now. And intake air temperature is 117. Right now is 115. So that's actually pretty close to what the outside temperature is. Running pretty okay. So before definitely feels good. With 113-degree weather. clip, see how it looks at night. And this GTR button, I've been wanting to do. I've had it for a couple weeks, and I've been dreading doing it just because I knew it was going to be a pain in the butt. But I'm glad I did it because it just looks so good. But anyways, I'll leave footage of the nighttime blinkers and parking lights. And thanks again for watching. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. And I think next, now that I'm here, once I send these logs back to Monza, if he says they're good and he doesn't send me anything back, then I'm gonna try to set an appointment for a dyno run. So that's coming soon. So again, thanks again for watching. Really appreciate it, and see you next time.